Every time we do an X versus Y video, people say, one of the technologies for the win. Well, it's not as simple when you're talking about power strips versus UPSs. Now, this UPS weighs about 40 pounds because it's filled with lead-acid batteries. This power strip weighs about 40 ounces. Now, 40 ounces is 2.5 pounds. This power strip weighs about 4 ounces. It's probably about half a pound. This I can take with me in my backpack. I am not taking, I'm not going to lift it up. I am not taking the UPS in my backpack. The other advantage of a power strip over the UPS is that the UPS draws additional power in order to keep the batteries charged and to regulate the power. If you don't need regulated power because you're running your blender, a power strip is a much better choice. Now, you may need a better power strip than this particular one that is from IKEA for your blender, but generally, when you're talking about power strips versus UPSs, you need to know a couple of things. One, do you need regulated power? If you need regulated power, get a UPS that has AVR built into it, auto voltage regulation. Do you need uninterruptible power? Power that is always on, in case power strip's not going to help you. Do you need surge protection? The particular power strip that I held up is just a power strip. It doesn't offer any surge protection. It's a cheap $3 one from IKEA. And so it's not doing anything to protect you from lightning or high voltage spikes. So knowing whether you've got a power strip or a surge protector is also important. Do you need noise reduction? The particular UPS that I picked up doesn't have noise reduction built into it. Noise reduction filters all of the power basically through the batteries. This is great if you've got a home theater system plugged into it because it will take some of the noise out of the system. It's great if you're working with microphones and mic equipment that you can worry about whether you've got a good ground. But the problem with it is that it sucks power. The UPS that I bought from CyberPower says that it uses 75% less power than a traditional UPS. Now, that's a big statement, basically saying that instead of adding $100 a year to your electric bill, you're only going to add $25. And it really is about those numbers. When you're using a UPS, you've got to keep the UPS batteries charged all the time, and if you're using it for power filtering, you're going through a transformer that's basically stepping the 120-ish volts coming in down to 12 volts or 6 volts that it's using for storing in the lead-acid batteries, and then transforming that back up to 120 volts and applying a sine wave to it. Both of those transformers add inefficiencies. Because of those inefficiencies, you're drawing a lot more power using a conditioned UPS that's doing noise filtering through the batteries 100% of the time. The CyberPower device that I picked up is only going to do those things when the batteries need to be refilled or when the power's out. So as long as the power's on 88% of the time, according to their statistics, I'm going to use a lot less power than I would have used with a traditional UPS. So there is no for the win. You need to have the right tool for the right application.